Sonic X Shadow Generations has been officially announced. I feel like I have a hunch that it was leaked on purpose to build hype, to get more watchers, because that was a big part of the show, unexpectedly. But I am not complaining. We were right, our initial thoughts that this was going to be announced at this time of year. I was wrong about Shadow not being in it, and that was a rumor. I'm very happy that I was wrong because of the way they showed the content. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to be analyzing the trailer, since I'm no longer jumping around screaming. I want to go really step by step as to some things that we can expect from the game, some quality-esque expectations, while also discussing some comments and some issues that I actually do have already with the initial announcement. So first things first, no, this is the Sonic Generations model. You also see better lighting, texture coming in on his quills. I really like that. The plastic look is gone. Look at that. Actual leaves. This looks really, really nice. Definitely the textures of the background look a lot better. Well, I think the game is a lot more saturated, which is great. I think that kind of vibe has always been well with Sonic as a cartoony character. Let's take a look at modern Sonic. His shoes are much shinier. I love the reflection coming into it. The lighting of his quills are much better. Look at the shade around it too. You know, like watching this on the state of play, maybe in low res, I was like, man, the game looks the exact same, but now I'm really seeing it. Look at the water still coming down in the background. I love that. Look, it's still going. It's still pouring. Look at that in the back. Look, you really feel it. You're really feeling it. I love that. I definitely think classic Sonic, the biggest problem I had besides the controls and the way classic Sonic felt was his texture. It was just so gray. It was so desaturated. He looked so pale, and he still looks very pale. He's very pale. He's very bright. His blue isn't blue. Like, it's not Sonic blue. Look at these textures, bro. Look at the wall. You could tell this wall is old, okay? Just saying, someone pissed on that wall. Look at the yellow. I love this. Even the icons here, the trees, bro. Look at the shadows of the alleyway. Okay, cars still look the exact same. This is literally copy-paste from the original. So originally, we all know this scene, this very popular scene. Sonic jumps here. This is the same. It has not changed at all. This is the exact same. What is different is they literally took this file and continued it, which I find just so beautiful. Even Shadow's style, man. Like, this is 2011 Shadow. So this is what now is new. This here is all 2011. Was as soon as this scene ends, because they take those renders from that CGI, but now this is brand new. This is now a new asset. So first thing you're going to see is the clipping of the fucking grass, but whatever. Is now Sonic having more lighting. Classic Sonic is fixed. Look at that blue. They nailed this blue. If they can make him this blue in game, I will be very happy with that. Look at that. Modern Sonic has always had kind of like a yellowish skin color, but classic has always had like a peach kind of vibe. And it's not pale. Like, he doesn't look pale. He has some color to it. I love what they did. This is just way better. Like, way, 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 way better. Take a look at this shadow. Take a look at that shadow. Take a look at the saturation that goes into this and the depth that goes into his eyes. You're going to notice it. His eyes specifically and his quills. Look at that glow up. The animation, his eyes, so much more texture. His fur on his chest, way more way darker, it stands out way better. A lot more texture there. The rings, his fur, his shoes, the dents that go into it, even his gloves. First look at Shadow end levels. This here, if anyone can name this stage, this isn't Final Rush, but this is Shadow's version, I believe, because this is the one where Shadow can run up. But it could be Final Rush. It could be. It's either Final Rush or the other one. Final Chase, Final Rush. Do you think it's Final Rush or Final Chase? Like, it could be that when we unlock these levels, Sonic will have his version being Final Rush, and Shadow will be playing Final Chase. Is that going to happen? I don't know, right? I mean, I feel like that's asking for a little bit too much. The simplified version is that we're going to have a 2D section for Sonic, and we're just going to get Shadow's levels, and Shadow's only going to be able to play Shadow levels. I really hope that's not the case. This level here, again, same level. This looks like Crazy Gadget a lot, but could be crazy. So one thing we're going to notice, if we're going to call out Shadow's moves, he teleports when he homing attacks. He appears, he appears, he appears. There, he hits again, and then he backflips. So I think that's pretty fucking cool. At Black Doom. The glow up on this man, dude. Doom's eye is so well done. Obviously, this is a boss. Like, there's no doubt that these are bosses that Shadow is going to fight in the game for his content story. Will Sonic be able to as well? Doubt it, but it will be cool if that is the case. 2005 to 2024 is kind of a big deal. Look at his tentacles, the way that it moves, the eye that stands out so bright as well. And the eye really bulges out. Again, animation, right? I really think Shadow, Doom so far are very animated in this version. And Sonic is a very cartoony character, meaning stretched out limbs when in very fast, quick moving sets of animation. It's going to look good on him. So it really brings out the aesthetic of the character and the personality of the story and the character. Look at that. So his eyes right now very leveled. He even has he actually has eyelids, but even the damn wrinkle, man. It looks so good. Look at you saw that? You saw that? The way his eye just bulged. Look at that. Look at that. Close. Boom. Watch this. It's going to pop out. Boom! It is so lively. It is insane. Look, goes back down as he fades back. Crazy. My assumption is right. His quills flowing with the way he's running. It's not a dead animation. His running animation is over-exaggerated and realistic. I love it. Look at this. Look at that. Look at the way his hair is bouncing. That is top-notch. That motherfucker's smiling. Shadow is smiling. Back to being angry. Gets back into it. Closes his hands when he's getting faster. Did you see that? Look at the way he's gliding from left and right. Then he jumps off. He skydives. Look at that. Full-on cutscene right here. Look at the way he is flowing here. Look at that. Look at those quills, man. We all know what level this is. Who wants to say it? Radical Highway. Definitely. When you collect rings, it's not just gone. It's actually being brought towards you to collect. Look at that. How it follows him in the back. It shows that it's being put in his pocket. Like in Frontiers. Love that. And I love that Shadow's aura in the back. His speed aura. It's like an electric bolt. Lightning bolt, sorry. I love that. I always like that that's different from Sonic. Sonic has like a blue aura speed effect, like a tornado. And Shadow has kind of like a lightning bolt. GUN units. Again with the homing attack. And here is the Bio Lizard. Look how damn detailed he is. This looks so good, dude. We haven't seen this guy in so long. Whoa. Did I just see Chaos Spear? That's Chaos Spear. Look at the way he's hitting the shields. Definitely a darker tone. I love that. Looks like the same boss, but done differently. And that ends the trailer. That brings me now to the logo, this screen here that actually announces the game. This is definitely a placeholder. These are very, very, very old renders of Sonic and Shadow. Old, guys. Even the logo themselves, like this is not the trademark licensed Sonic. This is not even the right font. So same thing with Shadows. They put his logo here. I love that throwback. This looks like this is definitely going to be the font, and they kind of use the same thing here. Generations kept the same font. But that's Sonic. This is definitely not finalized. Who was here on yesterday's stream? We talked about that they need to promote the movie and they need to start doing it in summer, and then they need something in the fall to start really pushing the movie. Well, there it fucking is, right? So that's a perfect timing. Sonic 3, the movie, comes out on the day before Christmas. So it's really, really, really important and crucial that in fall, 3 months prior, is marketing. They need to push this out, and people of this generation do not know who Shadow the Hedgehog is. He's been out of the Sonic universe for 10 years almost now, having a little appearance here and there, where last year he finally is back. This year he's finally back. So they need to learn the Shadow the Hedgehog story. And I think doing this in Sonic Generations is actually genius to introduce gamers and Sonic fans of the games to say, hey, this is Shadow. This is what he's gone through. This is his journey. This is it. Shadow's mode is likely going to be Bowser's Fury, where it takes elements from the latest game instead of the base game. I don't even disagree with you. I think that is absolutely what it's going to be. Classic Sonic, I love that they didn't focus too much on him because they know how burnt out we are from classic Sonic in terms of separating him from modern and how not so good his controls were. Maybe they're fixing it. I don't know. I hope so. But then again, if you take that out from the base game that is built on an engine surrounding the way that this Sonic is made, they might leave it and not touch it. And I don't blame them for that. I'm expecting the same game with nothing touched. Based on what I've seen, that looks identical to what the game actually was with the added content, which poses a brand new idea for SEGA. If this sells well and does extremely well, this game, we talked about it yesterday a little bit, that this game can have supported content for years to come. Let me explain. Meaning, if Sonic Frontiers had 3 very successful chapters where they just imported characters, they imported stories, levels, challenges, they can do that for Sonic Generations, as Sonic Generations still, 12 years later, is the most active Sonic game on Steam in terms of how often people are playing it, thanks to modding community making new levels, characters, and more. There is a huge opportunity here for SEGA to be like, here's the game, and then they come back in 6 months or a year and be like, here's Knuckles X Generations, here's Tails X Generations update, here's whatever. They have that opportunity if they want to take that. They can really, really completely make this the hub world of Sonic levels. Every Sonic level that has been created can be implemented into this in the Sonic Generation style. Will they do that? Probably fucking not, but it's a great idea to sleep on. They should be considering that possibility where this game is their Fortnite of Sonic. It's where you go to celebrate, play every single thing in Sonic's history. And I think that's fucking sick. That being said, 3DS stages, will that come out? We did see confirmation this game is coming on Nintendo Switch. That's a good sign. We did not see anything regarding 3DS stages. Again, that could be an update. It could be like them saying, yeah, all the 3DS stages are coming. Here you go. But then again, there's no 3D levels at all on the 3DS sections. Like, the 3DS stages are all in 2D. So they need to figure out if that's even a possibility or if they want to remake it entirely as an update. Because I think that part itself would have to be, you take this engine and remake those stages how they would look like in 3D. So that's the shocking part. It could be good and bad, where you're adding great content, but you need quality content. And we all know Sonic at the moment is starting to prepare for next year and blah, blah, blah. So that's a lot of time and it's a lot of money. Don't know if they're going to be able to do that. the Shadow levels, right? Let's spitball some ideas. So we have confirmed, the only 2 confirmed levels right now are Radical Highway, Final Rush / Final Chase. If there are some levels you'd like to see in Sonic Generations, let me know, Twitch chat. And if you're watching on YouTube, then let me know, YouTube comments down below, what levels you'd like to see in Shadow Story. Do you think we'll be getting 8 zones, 7 zones of Shadow? That would be crazy, but I think it's unlikely. That would be incredible, because that would make it worth a $60 purchase, a $80 purchase in Canada. So they need to definitely have something rich. They can't put in 2 levels and call it a new game. It's not going to go very well with fans. Westopolis has to be a must. I mean, it is what it is. Westopolis. Sky Rail is probably my favorite Shadow level, and they remade already the assets in Frontiers. They just have to bring that over. So that would be really, really cool. Some Sonic 06 levels, Sonic Adventure 2, White Jungle, right? Like, those are some amazing opportunities. They have like easily a lot of stuff. They have a lot of ideas that they can work with. Yeah, Shadow Story, I guess. Like, let's talk about Shadow Story, and that's actually the last point I have to touch on this. So Shadow Story is going to be interesting. Are they going to kill Maria for the 3rd time? Are they going to showcase his full story and his bosses, right? We saw the Bio Lizard. We saw Black Doom. Are we going to see his full form? Is he going to go Super Shadow? Is he going to be collecting the Chaos Emeralds alongside Sonic and Classic? Is he going to be able to access the old levels? Is he going to be able to play in Sonic and Classic Sonic's levels? Is he going to be able to access the final boss of Sonic Generations? These are all hopeful wishes from me. I personally don't want to buy an $80 game if I can't add another character to bring onto an old experience. That's just my personal opinion. So I don't want to buy 2 separate games when they're on my bed. I want to buy a brand new experience. So I want to be able to play, yes, the Shadow new stuff, but I also really want to be able to go back and really enjoy the replay value it has to offer and unlock achievements by playing Shadow in older Sonic levels. And maybe him having even commentary to be like, this is a weird place or whatever the fuck, right? Like, I think that would be really, really cool. People expect a lot from Sonic now. He's had 3 great games in a row. Me personally, Superstars was not one of them, but they were all successful. You can't make this big announcement at the Game Awards being like, SEGA Classics and budgeting is back, like multi-million-dollar budgeting is gonna go into making great games again, and then just not do it, right? Like, Sonic, no matter what, is your biggest IP, so you need to treat it with that kind of quality. The last thing that we'll end off with on this video, and then we'll play some Sonic Generations, Shadow's voice actor. If we're talking about Shadow's voice actor that has been the voice of Sonic Generations,
you got this, Sonic.
The modern era, I will hate his voice so much. I will fucking cry myself to sleep and probably play the game on mute.
Damn, not here.
Personally, I think the best Shadow voice I've ever heard is the original, but with him being out of the picture and out of doing things, I think that the Sonic Prime voice actor for Shadow is the 100% pick here. I think that you have that actor. He did a phenomenal job. He understands that character so well. Unless they're using the movie voice actor, which I definitely doubt because that's a lot of money unless they're sharing that contract. We don't have that information. Maybe they already have that signing deal where this guy is going to be voicing both the movie and Sonic Generations. So that would be great too. Hopefully it is a good thing. Not only does he have that raspy voice that makes him Shadow, but he has a certain song to it. It's a certain soul that can't be replicated. So I really hope that it would be him. Thanks for watching on YouTube. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more. If you want to see about Shadow the Hedgehog and Sonic X Shadow Generations and anything Sonic here on the channel, visit twitch.tv/SuperGirlKels to see everything live in the action. See you soon.